don't know if he locked the front very early, then and it's very fast this first corner.
But all the injuries hit the wall. But there is close, no, the wall in turn 1. But Suzuka is dangerous.
Yeah, Suzuka is dangerous.
It's dangerous.
Sure. Takumi is very strong. This Takahashi.
Yes. He's fast. Ça va bien.
And it's so interesting to follow him. Me, I like the track. You know, when you can keep the control, it's a nice experience.
2-3 walls, super.
Oh, yeah, sure. But I think the injury in the crash, I don't know if it touched the wall or if it's more that he did a lot of wobble too fast. I think it was this, because to get this out, some things on the knee, I mean, I think all the body was
They even broken this.
Yeah. Yeah, poor him because it's finished the season.
It's a shame, finish the season. Shame. Bene, sì. Te? Contento? Sì, no?
Non
J'avais pas vu qu'avait autant de violet.
Il est beau, ouais. J'ai bien aimé.
Era una vita che non facevo la press.
Il est très beau.
Une base de carbone bleu.
Ah ouais. C'est le casque est déjà comme ça. Il est très très beau.
Et souvent, là, on a vu une fois sur un casque de Pecco, on ferait un casque sur une base blanche. Et ça change vachement le truc. Tu vois, là c'est base carbone bleu, mais on a rajouté bien du blanc.
Ouais. Sur le casque du Mans, j'avais fait plus sur du blanc aussi.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the Thursday pre-event press conference for round 8 in the 2025 MotoGP World Championship. It's the GoPro Grand Prix of Aragon. We're joined by 4 riders led by World Championship leader, Ducati Lenovo team rider Marc Marquez. Marc leading the World Championship by 24 points, winner of 6 sprints so far this season and 3 Grand Prix, and the incredible record here for Marc in Aragon, 6 MotoGP wins and 6 pole positions. To Marc's right, we welcome Castrol Honda LCR rider Johan Zarco. Johan, 5th in the World Championship, winner of his home Grand Prix in Le Mans, of course, recently, and now the first Honda rider to finish on back-to-back podiums in 4 years after his superb 2nd place last time out at Silverstone. To the far left is Aprilia Racing's Marco Bezzecchi. Marco 7th in the World Championship, a brilliant first victory for him and Aprilia at Silverstone, just the 3rd rider to win for Aprilia in MotoGP, and the 5th different winner in the last 5 races in 2025. And completing today's lineup, we welcome Monster Energy Yamaha MotoGP star Fabio Quartararo. Fabio 8th in the World Championship, of course, in great form in qualifying, pole position in Jerez, Le Mans, and last time out in Silverstone, and he has led all 3 of those Grand Prix as well. Gentlemen, welcome to all 4 of you. Marc, we'll start the press conference with you. As we just mentioned, you've got an incredible record here in Aragon, 6 wins, a red-hot favourite to make it 7. Your pole here last year by nearly 9/10 of a second. You dominated the sprint and the Grand Prix. Do you expect the same level of domination once again here this weekend, Marc?
I mean, difficult, especially because last year I found my conditions. Every night was raining a bit and I was dirty the track, and then it was slippery, and it's how I ride in a better way. But yeah, as when we arrive in Silverstone, I say here we will try to defend our points in the championship. Here's a circuit where, as you say, I won many times. I feel good, I feel comfortable, so we will try to fight for the win.
Marc, how we've seen all season, you've had incredible speed from the first race, but there have been mistakes in recent races. Is that starting to become a concern for you? Is that worrying you a little bit, or can you easily block it out of your mind?
No, yeah, of course it's my weak point at the moment. We are working on it, and I will start to manage in a different way.
Can you explain how you'll approach it differently? Not 93 secret. We'll ask again over the course of the weekend. Marc, best of luck.
I will try. Then theoretically it's one thing. Then on the race is another thing. But of course you never want to do mistakes. But all the mistakes arrive on Sunday, and is our weak point. So we need to fix if we want to fight for the championship. Because last Sunday already we were super lucky. Of course later we finished 3rd. But yeah, it was another mistake. So let's see if we can fix for the future.
Mark, best of luck to you and the team here this weekend. Well, come on then to Johan Zarco. As you mentioned, Johan, you're on this amazing recent run. It's been 6 years now since a Honda rider last finished on the podium in 3 successive Grand Prix. That was Mark all the way back in 2019. You're on this fantastic run of form. So how do you rate your chances here in Aragon this weekend, Johan?
I would love to be close to this top 6 because I think it's the real level of our bike at the moment, the performance we can get. Here in Aragon it's very special with more left turns, which is not my best, but with this good feeling that we are improving. And now that I can analyze better my weak points and try to use the strong points of the bike, I'm open to catch something good, because since 2 races these good things are kind of coming to me. So I stay open in case it's coming again here in Aragon.
And Johan, there's obviously been a lot of talk lately about your future in 2026. Are you more clear now in your own mind about where your future lies, and are we going to find out where you'll be in 2026 very soon?
I keep pushing with Honda is the target, and we've already before Le Mans discussion were pretty good. After the 2 podiums in a row, we are kind of sure that things will continue, and still try to evaluate this HRC position or LCR, but with even more invest from Honda with Lucio. So that's discussion between manager and Honda boss, and from there we will see what to do.
Best of luck to you as well this weekend. Johan, we'll come on then to British Grand Prix winner Marco Bezzecchi. Marco, it was a fantastic Silverstone weekend for you. Just how much did you and Aprilia need a big result like that, and how much confidence and belief has it given to you and the team?
Yeah, it was an amazing weekend for us. Coming from a tough time, it's always amazing to have a good result, of course. And I was missing the podium since a lot of time, so this makes everything even more special. The race was fantastic. The bike felt great. So yeah, can't wait to start riding here, to try to be competitive again and try to fight for good positions.
Silverstone was great, but obviously the target is to be fighting at the front in every race, every weekend. Do you think the bike now is ready to challenge for the podium on a weekly basis? And do you think this weekend in Aragon is a good chance as well to be fighting at the front again?
We are making a lot of steps. We made some good steps during the winter test, but also during the first couple of rounds. And we were also competitive in Jerez, in Le Mans, but unfortunately I always made some small mistakes that removed to us the possibility to fight for a good position. Of course, we know that can be difficult. Silverstone and Aragon are 2 really different tracks, so we will see. But the target from myself and from the whole factory and the whole team is try to reach a level of competition high in every race. So we will work for this.
Have a great weekend, Marco. We'll complete today's press conference then with Fabio Quattro. Fabio, of course, it was heartbreaking from all of us to see you miss out on that win last time out of Silverstone. You've had a few days to reflect. Is the disappointment out of your system now completely?
Yeah, of course. I mean, already 1 or 2 hours after was much more the positive of the weekend than what happened. I mean, it was so long that I didn't feel that great on the bike to feel that fast, and we have to take the positive of that weekend, that we were also fast in the long runs. Qualifying, we are starting to be really fast on 1 lap, but we struggle in the sprints and in the race, and this one was a good step for us, and let's see what we can do in the future.
We're going to see, I think, in this clip very, very shortly. Your very good friend Tom was speaking to you in pit lane. We've had so many fans have contacted us to ask you what did Tom say to you in that special message after the Grand Prix. Can you tell us?
No, basically, was a tough time, and I just, he's one of the guys that I can listen. Maybe the only one at that moment that I could listen. But yeah, just telling me that I was really fast. I was going to make it, and just to keep my head up and and be ready for the next one.
And looking ahead to this weekend, Aragon, traditionally not normally a good circuit for Yamaha. Can you change this weekend and be fighting at the front once again, do you think?
I mean, it's something that this track, I don't really like the track, the layout. I've never been super fast, but I think it's going to be an important moment for us, because we went from 3 races that tracks are different and we were fast. So here's a track that, especially last year, we were completely at the back of the grid, and we were struggling because low grip, hot, and the long straight. So if we go fast in this track and we can be consistent, I think there is no more question about the future tracks that I think we can be really fighting for good positions.
We'll hope to see you back at the front again this weekend, Fabio. Just one more quick question from me, guys, before we go over to the media. Of course, there's an important test here on Monday, a chance for you to try maybe some new parts or work on areas you're looking to improve. Mark, we'll start with you. Do you know what's coming from Ducati, or which areas do you feel that you'll need to work on in that Monday test?
I mean, I don't know. I cannot say. Let's see. Let's see Monday. Sorry.
We'll have to wait outside the Ducati garage on Monday then, shall we?
Yeah, you will see.
Okay, what about you, Johan? Do you know what your plans for Monday?
No, same thing. We'll know the plan of Monday, Sunday night or Monday morning, because we just try to give the best on track and give the feeling. Then the work of the technician is their own work.
Marco, do you know what is in the plan from Aprilia, or what would you like to see coming from Aprilia for Monday?
Yeah, I know the plan, of course, will be a really important test for us. There will be something that you can see, but also something else that you can't see. Of course, we didn't plan already everything, because now we have the weekend, so we have to focus on this, but for us will be an important day.
Fabio, we know Yamaha have been so incredibly busy for a number of weeks now. Everybody keeps talking about this V4 project. Do you know whether you'll test it next week at some point, or is it still not quite ready for you?
Yeah, we will try a new engine on Monday. Then I don't know the other pieces, but I think as everybody knows, we're missing grip, and we will try to find a configuration to improve it. But the only thing I know at the moment is the engine.
Just for clarification, you mean a specification of the current engine, not the V4?
We don't know.
Well, there you go.
It's a surprise.
Maybe we'll get to see Fabio Quartararo riding the Yamaha V4 on Monday here in Aragon. Gentlemen, thank you for the time being. MotoGP Social coming up later, but for now we'll invite questions from the media. Thank you.
Hi guys, Thomas Beaujean from Moto Magazine. Question to you, Johan. This track is renowned for lack of grip, or it can be sketchy, especially with high temperatures. You're very good at acceleration. Can you take advantage of those conditions?
Anyway, we did big step with the bike, and it's true that on gas the bike has a good behavior, so this can help. But it's also a track where being strong in the entry and having this good feeling on the left side makes difference, because Mark can show it that always made a big difference here. When the track is not super good in grip, my style with the bike works correctly. So I'm just curious to see how it will be. But the most challenging, I think, is find this constancy, this constance on the left side to get fast every lap.
Here, Borja González for DAZN. A question for Johan, Marco, and Fabio. In the beginning of the season, it looks like this was a championship for 6 Ducati and then the rest of the bikes. I don't know if do you feel that this has changed a little bit, or maybe you still need something extra to happen to break this tendency. Thank you.
Bye.
I start? No, me hai chiesto me o te?
No.
No.
Johan, in this order. Johan, okay. Marco, and Fabio.
The no Ducati riders.
Exacto.
It's true that it was nice to have at least different winners. As we have seen in Silverstone, when the conditions were a bit tough, the Ducati riders could not extract the full potential of the bike. So Honda got some advantage, Yamaha was even leading the race, and Beds won. But I'm happy to see that we are getting close, and we can smell the podium in many races, or we will have this possibility. So this is very good. But maybe in a full perfect condition, it seems that Ducati have an extra that the rider can use.
Yeah, I agree with Johan. I mean, Le Mans and also Silverstone were 2 weekends where the conditions were a bit tricky. Silverstone, of course, was dry, was not a flag-to-flag race that is really tough, always unpredictable, and most of the time the strategy wins. In Silverstone was a bit different, but anyway, Sunday was the trickiest day with the weather condition, the wind and the front tire and everything. So let's say that, as Johan said, I think that still the 6 Ducati riders, they have maybe something more. Of course, the target is try to mind the gap and try to fight with them every time.
I think still is they have something more. To be honest, in Silverstone, in this condition, I didn't expect to see all the different manufacturers at the front, but yeah, I think everybody tried to get closer, tried to fight with them, and try to make the show a bit nicer. But I think that, talking from my point of view and Yamaha, we are working really well, and of course is our main goal to be fighting with them.
Hi everybody. Hostias. Very strong, sorry. Mela Chercoles from Diario AS and Cadena SER. Question for Marc Márquez. Marc, what do you think when your brother Alex and his team, Gresini Racing, called you Mr. 37 and remind your Austin mistake? Do you feel more pressure with this or no?
Yeah, I was yesterday night on his hospitality, and they already put some pressure to me. But I have answered super quick. I say, in your garden I already take more points than you, so let's see here. I mean, his garden was last weekend in Silverstone. So, but always they are joking, but of course they are super fast, and at the moment they are the main rival for the main opponent and for the championship, because he's super constant and super fast.
And for this weekend, do you think in Texas or no?
Yes.
A lot? Why?
Because I scored 0 points, and I think in Texas and Jerez, I mean, more than Thailand, Argentina. Because always I try to focus in my mistakes and try to avoid for the future. So let's keep concentrate, and especially here we are talking already about 37. It's part of our job to accept if somebody is faster than us and score points for the championship.
Yeah, Adam Wheeler for the Paddock Pass podcast. Fabio, you said you don't really like this circuit. Can you explain why and how it's difficult?
No idea. Never liked it since I'm a kid, but I don't know, maybe because the result never came well, so it's a kind of layout that I'm not a big fan, but you know, my last victory was a long time ago in Sachsenring. I don't like the track, but I was fast, so it doesn't really matter if you like it or not, you need to be fast.
Hi, Dimitris Dialchidis from Greek TV. A question for Marc and one for Fabio. Marc, the previous question were for all the other three, how close they are feeling to Ducati. Now the question to you is, how Ducati feels that the others are closing to your bike?
I mean, of course, Ducati and myself respect a lot the other manufacturers, and they know that they are super strong. I mean, we are competing in MotoGP. Some of them, they have concessions, and that concessions are made to equal the level, because it's better for the championship. And sooner or later, nobody and no manufacturer is unbeatable. So we'll be closer and closer, and but our job is try to improve our bike to keep our level and keep winning.
Also, in sprint races, there are only Ducatis in the podium, but in the main race, we have other winners and also podiums of the other manufacturers. Is something on the long run that Ducati is not making very well? Let's say tire consumption or something.
No, the bike is working super good. Of course, last two GPs, the Sunday was not normal. It was a bit strange. Is where we need to adapt a bit quicker or faster in to the conditions, maybe. But last Sunday, the problem is that Ducatis we choose that medium tire, expecting that will work a bit better, and was opposite. It was a strange race, and then on Le Mans also was a crazy race. But let's see. But as I say, nobody is unbeatable, and sooner or later will be some manufacturer that will be same or even stronger. So then is where this is competition, and we need to keep working.
A question for Fabio. Fabio, before 2 years you were always complaining about the qualifying, and you were saying that when you are qualifying out of top 10 is very difficult to make something good in the race. Now you changed this thing, and you are super fast in qualifying, but not very happy to the long distance. What gaining this one lap speed, what you had to sacrifice as Yamaha, or what happened?
I don't really understand, but I will answer it. I mean, last year we were slow everywhere, on the race and on the qualifying, and now we are making steps on one lap. That basically is super important, because we miss some speed on the straights, and also is also great to be at the front. But right now we struggle a little bit with electronics, temperature of the rear tire, that to keep the pace, you need to keep the tires in great shape. And many times, like in the sprint of Le Mans, I was fast, but we overheat a lot the rear tire to try to push a bit more, and we struggle a lot. So we are working really hard on this aspect to be more consistent on the long race, but it's something that will not come in 2 races. I mean, already we are making some good steps on one lap, and now step by step we are improving on the race.
David Emmett, Paddock Pass Podcast over here. A question for all 4 of you, because we have 4 different manufacturers here. We know that motorbike design is a question of compromises. You can't have everything. So if you have to choose between a strong front end and less drive, or really strong rear drive and less feeling at the front, what do you choose?
Good rear grip.
Good front confidence.
It's difficult, but yeah, probably more stability on the rear.
Half and half would be great. But we have no rear grip, and we are starting to be fast with our front confidence, so I say front confidence.
Niki Kovac from Motor Review Hungary. Another one to you, Mark. So there is a fight between you and Alex on the track, it's clear. But also looks like there's another fight off track, the support of your mother. Also on social media is going on. So Alex keeps saying that your mom will be in the blue corner this weekend when she's coming. So what's your opinion?
No, I continue the joke, because I was in an event on a Tuesday evening for Ducati Spain, and the journalist started to ask me, but your mom is supporting more, Alex. Of course, we are joking. I mean, we are living an incredible moment. We are super happy. The family, my father and mom, they are, I mean, of course, they are supporting both of us, and even the family, the friends, they want the best for us. So we need to enjoy the moment, because I think it's super difficult, nearly impossible to repeat or to be in a better moment, leading the championship first and second already on the seven or eight race of the championship. Sorry? I mean, of course, he said that she feels better in Gresini because I know them, but a part of jokes, of course, I don't care. I mean, I want the best for my brother, she wants the best for me. We are super happy.
Simon Patterson from the race. Joan, how was the test in Suzuka, and how was the response from HRC in Japan now that you're a MotoGP race winner for them?
Test in Japan was good. It's always nice to go on this track, and I like this CBR bike. Also try to compare the performance with Takumi Takahashi, that is very fast in this track. Just a bit tricky because we have to travel straight away after the race. We do not sleep a lot, and we have to be on the bike, so it's not the best as a physical condition and mental condition. But it was good because once you know the track, you immediately can go fast enough to prepare the 8 hours. But nothing special from HRC because we had too short time. I really spent 49 hours in Japan, so it was not a lot, but it was very nice to see some fan. After the first day I did in Suzuka, the second day some fan knew I was there and came, and that was quite impressive.
Hi, question for Marc. Mario Bordonava from Motosan. Would you prefer a quiet race, managing things from last year, like last year, or having a rival like Alex, for example, to not lose the focus on the race? Thank you.
No, last year was a good weekend, a good race, and a quiet race. So I prefer a quiet race. But yeah, I mean, focus is always there. It's just a matter of small things, small details that I try to control.
Yeah. Hello, my question is for Marc. I'm Maria from Master in Sports Communication in Madrid. I wanted to ask you if what are your feelings in this circuit, where we all know that this is Marquez terrain, but also was Austin, and there was not much luck. I want to know, what are your feelings right now here?
The feelings on Thursdays are better than Silverstone because I know that it's a circuit where historically I won many times, but final result was better in Silverstone than Austin. So in the end, I need to keep working, keep focus, and yeah, be full concentrate, and especially understand the level of the other opponents during the weekend, because I expect that will be a much faster weekend than last year, because we'll be much more rubber on the track, so makes everything more difficult.
Okay, just a quick check. I think the media are happy. So time now for MotoGP Social, guys, here in Aragon. A game of Match the Song and the Artist. You've got your boards there. A couple of tricky ones in here as well. So the first one, you've got to match the song and the artist, guys. So the lyric is, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. What song and artist is that from, guys? Do we know which song that is from? Who are the music fans up there? I could sing it, but I'm not going to sing it at all. So no. The weather's quite nice outside. We don't need any singing to bring rain. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Who do we think sung that, guys? Joanne's got an answer. Have you got an answer, Marco?
I'm not sure about the title of the song, but
well, if you've got the artist, or if you think you know who sung it, Spice Girls, What I Want. Spice Girls it was, Marco. Spot on. Well done.
I will not play this game. I don't know any name, any singer.
There are maybe ones that are coming up, Mark.
I don't know.
Okay. We'll see if we can encourage you to play very shortly, Mark. Joanne, do you know who this might be? Fabio?
Yeah, okay.
We'll come to the second one shortly. We'll do it one by one. Joanne, do you know what the first one was? What's your answer? Spice Girls. It was the Spice Girls. I was holding on the screen. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by Mark's withdrawal here. So the second one.
Yeah, second one for
sure. The second one. Yeah, you've got the second one, of course. Yes, it was. La Vie de Rose by Edith Piaf. Okay, let's go to number 3, shall we? Let's try and get this one back on track. Do we know what number 3 is? Apologies for that, guys.
Yeah, but it's for all people, the song, no?
You can see this on your boards. This is the answer. This is the cue for question 2.
This I have.
You have that one. That is very correct. Well done, Fabio. You got that one correct. Joanne, you've got that one correct as well.
Yeah.
Let's wait for the lyric number 3, shall we, that the fans can see at home. The answer was Edith Piaf. Okay, what about this one, guys? You are my fire, the one desire. Are you back in, Mark? Fabio thinks he knows this one. You are my fire, the one desire. Does anybody know the answer to this one? It's an American boy band. I'll give you a clue.
AC/DC?
American boy band. They're still playing.
One Direction.
They're British. I think that
older.
Starts back, something.
Yeah.
Queen.
Backstreet Boys.
Backstreet Boys. There you go. Marco got that one correct. I Want It That Way. Mark, you can read this one out because your Spanish is going to be better than mine.
I listened this song 1,000 times in TikTok, but I don't know which song it is and who is the singer.
Do you want to read the lyrics out for those at home, though? Because your Spanish is better than mine.
Debí darte más besos y abrazos las veces que pude. Sí, lo he escuchado muchas veces en TikTok, pero yo no sé el nombre ni... No.
Marco, you've got an answer.
De Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny. You know what, Marco? You're hot on this one, Marco. Well done, it is. Bad Bunny. Question 5. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Do we know who this one is?
The way I do about you now.
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
Who chose this game?
Not me.
Because we look stupid now.
Not me. Trust me, it wasn't me. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now.
I know. I think we know this sentence.
There are two famous brothers in the UK that are part of this band. They're doing a tour this year.
But in UK.
Te stanno dicendo di lì.
Yeah.
I think we've already got a winner. That's Marco Bezzecchi. Do you know the answer to that one, Joanne?
No, I have the last one, but I don't have this one.
This one is.
What is
get the answer now. It's Oasis and Wonderwall. So Joanne thinks he knows the answer to the last one.
Yeah.
Marco, this is Italian, so can you read this out for the fans watching at home in Italian with your best accent, please? Yes, if you can read this, it's better than my Italian for sure. Okay. Do we have any idea what that song is? You think you know, Joanne?
Too many karaoke. That's why.
Too much karaoke. We have been in Japan recently, so I guess.
Sarà perché ti amo di Ricchi and Poveri.
Absolutely spot on. Congratulations, Joanne. I think the winner of that MotoGP social was clearly Marco Bezzecchi. I'm sorry, Mark, that we had to put you through that experience. Guys, if you can sign your boards, please. Thank you very much. And we'll get you to stand for the photos. And then you can get on with the job of racing here this weekend in Aragon. We'll do one photo with the boards, please. If we can stand for the official photo with the boards would be great. And then we'll do one quick one without the boards as well, guys. Thank you. Okay, best luck to all four of you guys. Thank you.